Hello and welcome to the show, of course, starting with Dan staring at the floor. It's a great way to
I was
start.
looking at my little black Vic Chase.
That's not a good way to start either. Anyway, welcome to the show. It's StarLadder time. We have two matches for you today, two best of threes, a double Dignitas header, starting with Dignitas versus G2, going on to Dignitas versus TSM. So, what other maps do we have today?
We have, let me just check consult my Vic Chase. We have Inferno Cache and then Train, if it's required. Will it be required? We have stand-ins for both teams.
So we have Muteris. How do we need to get clarity on how we pronounce the name. I'm going to go with Muteris.
I think Muteris is fine.
Yeah. For G2, getting some more Portuguese players in.
Instead of Rain.
And we have Zonic stepping in for tenzki on Dignitas. So we will see again Dignitas with some turbulence in their lineup. So I am expecting a victory here for both opponents of Dignitas.
What? Both opponents? Both of the opponents?
Yeah,
Dignitas.
because they have two matches.
Oh, right, of course, yeah. Right, of course. Yeah, G2, to start off with, I mean, even if they're going to be dropping one player, if, you know, and the fact that it's Rain doesn't really matter too much because they still have such a powerhouse lineup. It's just the consistency that's starting to come out of these players as well is quite encouraging for their overall result. And as you mentioned, the Portuguese comrades of Fox is Muteris, so I'm sure they've played quite a lot together. So
he subbed for G2 before as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I would expect something landslidey, especially as you said. You used the word. Did you say it's tumultuous, or what did you say?
No.
How did you describe Dignitas?
Turbulence.
Turbulence. I guess it's a similar thing. Yeah. I mean, right now, of course, losing aizy is definitely a really big hit. And tenzki was already new into the lineup, let's not forget, replacing Schneider, who had only been in the lineup for a few months because previously Nico was in the lineup. So where Dignitas really stand at the moment is very, very questionable. Who knows where they are right now?
Indeed. Well, we should be getting into the first map soon. I think Inferno is, well, we will find out. Never mind thinking, Dan. Let us just be witnesses. G2 going to be starting on the CT side, which is pretty bad for Dignitas, I think, actually. I think they definitely needed the CT here.
I was always really surprised by the fact that G2's Inferno was so good, because typically I would have expected it not to be a great map for them.
Yes, they've got 4 people on the B bomb site to start with somebody brazenly just spotting down the mid. It looks like it might work out for them. Can they get the bomb here? We've got trades coming in. Kjaerbye is going for the next kill, which is Jacob behind the car, but he's going to get taken down. Trades in that area, and now the bomb's going to rotate over towards top mid, where again there is nobody in the A site now. 3 versus 2 here for Dignitas.
Yeah, this is not too bad though for G2. I mean, being a man down is not the end of the world. Although one thing that kind of sucks, I suppose, is the fact that both MSL and RUBINO have picked up USPs, which are pretty darn good on the ranges, which they'll be able to play from. And we've already got Fox and Maikelele looking to get some shots. The bomb's not down just yet, so they have a lot of time to play with. 1 minute, in fact, for both sides to discover a good solution in this round, and so we'll have Dignitas making the rotation, but it feels as though G2 have made the correct read here. They are moving towards that area, and the smoke, they're going to do it.
Amazing.
That's actually very smart, because there's no way for G2 to confirm this without going into the bomb site, as we see now.
Yeah, that's really funny to watch and great. And all that time you saw Config was lurking in the balcony area, so very smart mid-round decision making by Dignitas. But is it going to pay off? Config getting the headshot onto Maikelele now, finds himself in a 1 versus 3. All 3 remaining Ts now with the USPs as well. Some nice damage done there to Config. He's going to try and bait for the team, but also come out and get the final kill onto Fox.
Config is one of the new players on the lineup that people have been raving about, and of course it definitely remains to be seen, and we can't really make much of we can't make any kind of judgment from this performance, because not only is it an online match, it's going to be with a stand-in as well for tenzki. So the addition of those two Config and RUBINO is still in question as how that's going to affect the team. And G2 in this round, they've opted for the force buy. Everybody's spending everything.
All the cash is being spent. aizy, Mag 7, no armor. Fox first to go down. Joakim is going to be alone now on the B-bomb site. No rotation yet from G2. They've got 2 players over towards the arch area, but seems they are considering their options at present, and they're going to hold steadfast.
Yeah, they need to get damage in this round. They need at least, I would say, 3 or 4 kills to justify the investment, and because they're not going to have a good time of it if they lose the next 2 rounds. When they come to their buy round, they're not going to have much in the way of grenades, which is incredibly important on this map. Some teams actually save pretty heavily as a CT side in this situation, just so they can have those grenades on their first buy round.
It's a nice crossfire set up towards the apps, actually, which it's a good bait position for aizy if they choose to come out of the apps, although It's not often a good idea to do such on an anti-eco or anti-force buy on this map. You can see Dignitas are starting to creep forwards. We may have a late push from RUBINO, but there we go. Is the bait going to come in now? There's the first one, but aizy's going to get taken down by Config. The trades continue now. 2 men down apiece on the A bomb site with a man advantage for G2.
Well, if Kjærbye was a unit or two further forward, he would have got one shot with that CZ. So he's lucky to be alive at the moment. Could be a 2-on-2, but at least for G2's sake, he's very low. In fact, it's not going to matter too much because Sonic will find the frag onto Muterus, leaving jkaem in a 1 versus 3, looking to get himself some sneaky damage. Oh, maybe an AK as well. There's one on the floor. He could very well have just gone for the pickup, but he's being very cautious of the angles. And Config's going to take him down, so Config playing quite well for the team so far, picking up 4 pretty important frags, although it's early days. But we'll get the full save from G2, moving into the next round. And, oh, actually, that said, aizy had a bit of extra cash, and he's going to get a deagle with it. So there is a deagle and a P250, but that's it for G2.
Yeah, we've seen aizy do some nasty things with the deagle before. Trying to get a quick shot there, but it's not going to come off. Could be a fast play over towards B bomb site now from the Dignitas side. Config taking a bit of damage there, but cleaning out the lurker towards A. Oh, not really a lurker, actually. Was facing. So there we go. So far, so good. Got some Mach 10 kills coming in, making the extra money. Maikelele going to start the proceedings for G2, but maybe too late, as only 2 remain, making that 1 now. Maikelele alone to get his next connection.
She did get a headshot there, but it was through, unfortunately, hit through an object. But yeah, G2 not looking great, James. How many smokes are we going to have? 3, 4, and that's it. That's okay, I guess, but only for 3 flashes. Dignitas can just easily play a slow round now. Get rid of all the utility of G2 and then just crush them with an execute. They got so many Molotovs and smokes and flashes.
Well, we'll see what they can do. So G2, knowing they're going to be at a disadvantage, going for the push down mid, and there's going to be no trade for the Ts just yet. Some nades being thrown in the way of the CTs, but they're going to move back. So that's something you can commonly see when the CTs are lacking one way or another, is some aggression. Config trading over towards the arch position. 3 versus 3 now. The frags coming in pretty fast. Bomb moving towards the A site, and the rotation is coming in from G2.
Yeah, and there it is. The push is going to be a resounding success on the A bomb site. jkaem is the only guy who can really do too much damage, and there's 1 frag. So that's pretty good for G2. 2 versus 2 situation as Dignitas are going to be able to take some good post-plant positions. We've got Muterus now going through the smoke. He's been hurt, but oh, get a bit of a kiss in the smoke. And they will pass each other. Fantastic stuff. And RUBINO is going to finally shoot him in the back. jkaem in with another frag. Could definitely make this happen at this point. He doesn't have a kit though, so he's got to be fast. And oh wow, RUBINO caught just out in the open. I don't know that he has time though.
He's on fire as well, but he had to hold it.
Yeah, he's got time. He's made it. Wow.
Oh, I'm not sure he has.
Okay, maybe not.
No.
Oh dear.
Unfortunate. But that was what happens when you force buy and lose. You don't have the money for the equipment you need
Yep.
to take things over the line. So Dignitas have a very good start on Inferno.
Yeah, it was good for jkaem to get so much damage at the end, at the very least. They are going to force buy, actually. Most teams would actually opt to save this round, because then they'd have a really insane buy in the 6th round, but they're just going for it.
They literally have no grenades.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a good idea. Obviously, I think they're playing. I think they're playing on confidence now. I think they believe that they're a stronger team and they're better skilled individually. But on a map like Inferno, I think you really still need the economy. We'll see if they can prove me wrong. But if they lose this round, then Dignitas might take the map.
Yeah, this is a really surprising buy, but it's working out because the Ts are going kind of 1 by 1, and we'll get the refrag attempt from jkaem, which is actually going to gift Kjærbye the attempted double kill. He's going to actually get it as well. So that's going to put things to a 3 versus 3, a clear B bomb site. G2 will start to rotate. They've got a guy pushing down middle as well, so they can confirm that it will be B, in fact, as Kjærbye is in a fantastic spot. There's 1 frag, looking for the next one. He'll get taken down by Muterus, but then the bomb will be planted. So back to a 2 versus 2 situation, things even on the numbers. Nice snap there onto Config. It's all on RUBINO, one of the new players, the Norwegian, who often gets left behind in lineups. He has seen Rain and jkaem leave him to G2. And RUBINO clutch this one. Quick flash out there, first frag found, a nice headshot onto Muterus. Goes for the second one, and he's going to pull it off. Great stuff there from RUBINO and G2. I mean, they're gonna do it again, probably. I mean, will they save now? Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna go for it again. That's kind of the weird thing that it's suggestive, isn't it? It's like, well, let's spy again, guys.
I think TSM would have ecoed that round.
Oh yeah, I think almost 100% of teams, like 99% of teams, would have ecoed in the 5th round, so they could have a full buy here.
Yeah. Well, once again,
Whoa.
G2 are wow. Okay, double nade kill. So this is a good start.
Rushing down mid again. I mean, like you said, this aggression makes sense because you levy out the difference of the fact that the other opponent has all the utility and you don't by just getting in their face straight away. Don't let them get past the T-slope, and this time it's worked for them.
So Dignitas have many questions and not many men to answer them with. Losing the duel to jkaem is Kjaerbye and RUBINO. Too many angles to cover now. Going to be shot down to 15 HP and taken down from the back, leaving Zonic alone. So G2 should be in good stead to get on the scoreboard here. That's one man they couldn't afford to lose there, Maikelele. So we'll see if they can survive with 3 or if Zonic can do any more damage. Nope, that'll be that. So G2 finally get around on the board here. We'll see what their economy will look like and what kind of nades they'll have in this round.
Imagine playing against what G2 are doing though. They're basically just doing whatever the hell they want. There's no strategy, rather there's no. They're not playing a standard Inferno. Let's put it that way, I suppose. So it's gonna be a bit weird for Dignitas to play against. They have enough money to force it up though, and G2 they can very well just play passively. They can play the default Inferno from this point forward. Now they've got some economy. And perhaps that's one of the reasons why they were just going a bit nuts, because they just wanted to regain economy and or die in the attempt, basically.
It's interesting that Rain is the leader of the team, because none of them like leading.
Oh right,
but
yeah,
apparently
of course,
he dislikes it the least. But he doesn't like it either. So I do wonder how much of an impact that will have strategically outside of individual decision-making of Rain.
That's a really good point, actually, because whoever it is calling is probably just keeping it really simple. And
well, he keeps it simple anyway. That's his style. He doesn't like to do any clever stuff. He likes to keep it super simple and just let people play their game.
And it's quite cool as well because Rain is an incredibly smart player. So I do like that approach. This team and boom, gets a quick engagement. A triple face there. Maikelele going in, almost getting the double, but he will fall a little bit short of that one, putting it to a 3 versus 3. G2 do have the advantage when it comes to the health though, and some of the positioning as well. So it's not an easy round for the Dignitas to close out, but they're making a good call here in doubling back towards the B bomb site, as there is only one man on the bomb site itself. However, it is the one and only jkaem, and there it is. This guy's got some of the best spray in the business, and there you go.
That was a very nice example.
Yeah.
I actually watched just before I went to sleep. I watched a bit of Miss Harvey's stream, and Cutler was trying to persuade her to change her style of shooting so she can shoot like that basically and have like multi-man spray downs, like adjust her aim to continue. So it's quite a nice continuation of that to see jkaem demonstrating it for us in this match.
I feel like jkaem is maybe like top 3 in the world at that basically. When he's on fire, it's just so damn good, isn't it? Of course he can't really see where his opponents are there through the smoke, but he's going to get 2 frags before going down. However, the Kevlar is not with the members of Team Dignitas, so it's going to be a very hard site to hold on to with only 1 rifle.
Molly's coming down to clear certain choke points out, but speaking of choke points, there was a smoke in, but it's been removed now. Sonic charging with a Glock, and he's actually going to get a frag onto Muterus as well. We'll see if that's enough to take his team over the line. aizy going down to RUBINO. There's a crossfire on the site now, but RUBINO not even baiting, just shooting in the face.
Wow.
Going to get another one as well. RUBINO with the 4-man in that round.
What the hell was that? That's a ridiculous round for Dignitas, not only to win, but to win with a couple players left. And RUBINO even saved the AK. You got a 4-man. Perfect kind of distractions coming in, and perfect execution as well for RUBINO. So it's going to be interesting to see how this game turns out now. Because when G2 have had their when they've been put in these positions, they've just been force buying. They've done it again.
So the AWP by the car flashed out of position, but the aggression continues. G2 playing like savages at the moment. They're just not really wanting to give anything up here. Maikelele is close as well, just in case Fox goes down. He can pick up that gun, but he will be playing support for the AWPer as well. So Fox gets the first frag, manages to escape this time. You saw him get a kill on the cut earlier with a FAMAS, then he switched to his knife and tried to run away and got taken down for free. 2 more to engage. Maikelele will finally go down. Fox, though, we know what he can do on Inferno, but it seems Dignitas still wants to poke the bear. There it is, another frag for him. Man advantage for G2.
That was really cool by Fox because he was edging backwards but trying to get the shot at the same time. So kind of going for the peek, but also the quick backing off, the quick retreat into the site. So jkaem's reinforced the B-bomb site in lieu of Maikelele, as he is now very dead, face down in the dirt. And there you go, first frag coming in from jkaem. Ruben is going to go down, they'll spot the bomb too, and he gets another frag, and he's not, this is still alive in the corner. This is kind of almost embarrassing at this point, and oh my god.
What is going on there?
How did he get 3 kills there? And it's not even like they all ran past him, they were just trying to 1 versus 1 him. That's very strange. Very strange game that we're witnessing here between these two sides. And once again, G2 are back in the business, but Dignitas, they can force it up as well.
This is just weird now.
It's really weird.
Not sure what else to say.
It's been weird the whole time, mate.
Maikelele is AFK and picks up a P90. We'll see where he's headed. And it might be good timing for the P90 as there's just 2 AKs on the Dignitas team. Fox holding familiar angles. Let's see, they just want to keep serving themselves up to him. Did they not watch the Major Dan?
I don't know what's going on, James. If I'm honest. jkaem will probably get flashed through the smoke or something. No? Okay, he's going to back away. And it's smart considering that they have a man advantage and there's Tech 9s in this mix of T arsenal, or weaponry rather. So, quick flash over the top, but jkaem's not going to spot anybody just yet. But Dignitas are pretty committed to this. So here they go. Through the flames into jkaem. There's number 1. There's many more to follow though. jkaem not going for the reload. He's going for the spray. He'll get the second. Fox in now. And he's going to take down RUBINO. So serving cold steel to all of these Danish players. And it's not going down too well. They need an antacid.
I don't know why Dignitas just continued to feed themselves to Fox on that round where Fox was playing aggressive banana. But anyway, I don't know if Fox and jkaem is currently the strongest behold on Inferno, because it's looking fairly damn solid. Nades raining in. Dignitas are on a proper eco on this occasion. Just the pistols, no armor. Single flash onto RUBINO, and another one is served up to Fox, this time in mid.
It's like going to the playground bully and just like poking him and asking him to beat the crap out of you. It's every day, James. You don't even let him come to you. You don't even like try to make his life difficult. You just go straight in there. He takes all your lunch money, and aizy is taking them all down. Look at this triple with the Mag 7, and there's still 1 man left alive in config, and he's rather afraid at this point.
Well, if the CTs didn't have money before, they will certainly do so now. aizy not able to get that last kill. Meter is going to take it away, and he will dispose of the Mag 7 in the previous round. So G2 carrying 2 AKs. Going to be sitting on a nice bit of cash now. Dignitas is going to be going for the buy, 5 AKs for them. So G2 starting to catch up now, starting to make a reasonable half out of this. 4 rounds left.
Yeah, but it's so funny how they've been asserting themselves onto the game. We've got a push down to bench in middle. Maikelele is going to go down though with that bench push. He had aizy to kind of support him from the apartments, but it's not working out too well. We'll see some of the T's moving forwards now as Fox is going to even up numbers, but only for a moment as the push comes undeniably onto the A-bomb site. And Meteor is do anything? No, he's going to get shut down as well. So there's jkaem left in this position by the sites. Oh dear. Looks like G2 have been wiped out.
Yeah, and now that money they made is going to be almost completely cleared out. They'll have their little loss bonus, but other than that, they had about 6-7k, so I'd say a full buy for the CTs is going to weigh in at about 6k. So that's going to disappear fairly quickly. Black Friday has come and gone. There will be no discounts for this team. Fox just holding the angle there. He should be able to save his gun, as I don't know how much the Dignitas team can afford to, or will want to go hunting for Fox, as it hasn't worked out so far for them.
That's what I'm expecting, James.
What
Force buy. That's a force buy, James.
They've got the money at least now.
And they've got Fox on the op too. Oh, they got enough cash. I thought that they would have less after that, because they only just won some rounds.
I definitely just said how much money they had.
I don't really listen.
You just don't care about what I say, do you?
I sometimes I do.
Oh, at least there's that.
There's just no way for you to know when that time is.
Okay.
So op on Fox still, that could be the saving grace. He's been doing a pretty consistent job so far on Banana.
Yeah, he's had a good read on the nade timings of Dignitas. You can see they've changed it a little bit because he has been flashed and then naded afterwards, but he's still getting the kills, Dan.
Yep, he is still getting the kills, and he's going to back away. jkaem's doing the happy on the wagon there over the smoke. And the rest of Team Dignitas have had enough of Fox and his shenanigans. They will bust open the quad position towards the A site. Wow. There you go. Maikelele in with 2 frags from behind the smoke. Another one. Sonic is going to donate himself. Oh dear. It's like Dignitas having a bit of a hard time. It looked quite good until Maikelele stepped up onto the scene. Bomb will be planted though, so RUBINO can get a 1 versus 3, and he has done some crazy stuff so far in this match. Can he wreck these 3 players who are oncoming?
Ooh, he went wide and got taken down by the 3rd man, all coming the same way. Not something you often expect. But there we go, paid off for G2, surviving with 2 players. AWP continues as well. The 3-man Maikelele, 2 through the smoke, being very nice.
So, this looks like it's going to be a very even half. I don't even know.
Really, a 6-7 with 2 rounds left.
I don't.
That's a good read, Dan.
But I don't know how it's ended up that way. It's been so there's so much madness. There's been so much madness. We got an imp on config, which is cool.
Might see a fast round from Dignitas or an attempt, because they don't have a lot of the nades now, so maybe their turn to get a bit aggressive. Fox now coming for the angle. MSL waiting for him, coming up for a sneaky shot from the top, and he's going to get tagged, as is MSL, down to 14 HP now. jkaem coming to get some revenge for his teammate. Meanwhile, Dignitas starting to move up top mid. Config just with the UMP here.
Is jkaem playing in front of smoke or something on sandbag? Because I don't think Fox can really support him that well. Yeah, he's playing in front of the smoke. So that smoke is there to basically make him think that there's no 1 sandbags, but hello, my name's jkaem and you're all dead. Or at least one of you. We've got MSL there, who's behind the flames as the rest of his teammates go forward towards the safe site, but not really having busted open enough of the choke points of middle to make a proper A approach. They decide to double back into B. And jkaem's still loving these peaks, and there's another frag for jkaem before finally going down, and now they've got to deal with Fox.
Fox is the master of these close corner angles.
Wow.
What is that? Absolutely ridiculous. Config finally trades Fox. 3 versus 1. Can he get a bomb plant here? Doesn't look like he. M4 versus a Glock. Glock's not going to win often.
That was quite a nice shot. I like that. Looked pretty sexy. So 7-7 then. But what does that mean? I don't know.
It means the score is tied, Dan.
I don't know
That's what it means.
I don't know how to predict this match, to be honest. Anything can happen on the next half. Anything. Can Dignitas actually win this half though with this Tech 9 buy? Obviously forcing it up for the last round of the half. Sorry. Fox is going to open things up though. Oh dear! In comes the spray of jkaem. Fox as well pulls out the pistol now. Only gets an extra one before finally falling. Dignitas could very well win this one. Nade goes in, minimal damage, and Mikail will flash himself through. And he's going to end the hopes, dreams, desires of the opposing team in Dignitas. The Danes are only on 7 rounds. Oh, I say only. I don't know what I could have expected from this half, really.
I feel like Fox likes Inferno.
Yeah, he's pretty darn good here. You can put him anywhere too. And he's going to be rocking with the AWP.
I wouldn't say 7 rounds is only on T side, especially versus G2 as well.
Well, G2 at the moment are just playing really weirdly. Really weirdly.
Well, I mean, I feel like a lot of the rounds are based on them losing the pistol and then losing their first buy. So had they won the pistol, I think we would have probably seen very different rounds from them. So assuming they win the buy round for both teams. So who knows? Anyway, G2 going to come in with a sliver of a lead on the T side. Now it's their turn to go for the pistol. You saw, Dignitas with 3 people facing mid, and it's going to go out well for them. Again, G2 had 1 towards A and 4 on B. Started off well, didn't finish well. Back to a 3 versus 3 now as G2 have picked up 2 frags, and there's a third one, jkaem through the corner of the door. So all of a sudden, things getting a bit awkward here for both teams.
Yeah, good on config though, picking up an extra one. That's actually going to make a big difference because he can potentially get both these players, but he can't find the positioning quite out in the open there. And Muterus will get the bomb planted for his team. So MSL is going to be coming up from middle now, and he's going to see what he can get done. There goes the flash. It's going to be a hard one though, has to react fast. And it's going to be G2 that win the pistol. Putting Dignitas in the spot where they might force buy, or they could go halfway. A lot of teams these days do go halfway. As I mentioned before, like don't spend everything so that you can have some grenades, or enough nades for your first buy round. And config maybe... Nope, okay, they're going to spend everything. Full investment from Dignitas.
So, more or less a mirror of the first half, save for the layout of the CTs on the pistol. So it looks like Dignitas looking to smoke banana from Arch to begin with to allow the players on B to continue those smokes a bit later on. MSL and RUBINO will be carrying the smokes. Kjaerbye is on the B site actually, but so is MSL, so we'll see if RUBINO throws the smoke in later should he get an opportunity. For now, G2 are creeping up mid, just looking for the jewels here with these AKs. They know they've got superior weapons.
And here we go, we get the first opening potentially, first contact. It's RUBINO to make a quick kill of his opponents there. But the trade is immediately in here as these T's try to push in. But Dignitas still holding on quite well with the pistols. This is kind of awkward at this point. Using too many men without enough position to justify that into the bomb sites are G2 Esports at the moment. But Dignitas set up these crossfires, and again, too many players left alive here for Dignitas. They can hit these T's from so many different angles. They're not using any grenades to support themselves. And this has been a pretty horrible anti-eco, or anti-force buy, sorry, from G2 side. There's no plan there. They played that almost like it was a gun round.
Yeah, I mean, they started off well, getting a trade at least. Actually, well, I guess they didn't start off well, getting the first player picked on Arch, but eventually they got the trade, got control of Arch, smoked off the Arch itself, and then moved back around to Quad, and then it all fell apart. So G2 gonna take their turn to go for the force buy here. The full tech knives coming out, armor, and a smoke onto Muteris. So we'll see where that smoke is going to get deployed. Maikelele is running distraction over towards A, maybe going for a late flank, which you potentially see sometimes as well. You did see that from Dignitas on their T side when they pushed the B bomb site, and there we go. Fox and Joakim with 2 fast frags. Muteris going to be the casualty for the team. And again, we'll see if Maikelele's lurk can put in work now. The lurk putting in work. Well, there's the first one. He's going to get traded as well. 3 versus 2 for his team, but 2 AKs have been picked up here for G2.
It does feel like with G2, I mean, we're probably not going to see many good anti-ecos or anti-force buys, but they're probably just going to try to brute force everything. That seems to have been the general theme from them on their first half as well, on the CT side. Instead of playing it safe, they just go for the brute force plays. He does find the kill there, but instantly traded. So losing an extra weapon does put Dignitas in the worst spots. Let's see how their money is now. Let's have a look. Boom. So having if there was to be 2 saved rifles there, they could legitimately force buy in this round, but are they going to do it anyway? Looks like they are. Well then, this could be a hard one considering G2's style of just kind of forcing it. The AKs are going to be pretty superior to what is held by Dignitas. So Dignitas getting aggressive could be a good way to start these rounds, but
boom!
Yep, out-aggressed by G2.
Well, he went flying. So MSL's going to have to take his turn to play around the smoke, but G2 biding their time. Muteris might be getting a bit close. It's interesting that you're seeing Fox and Muteris push Banana as well. You do wonder if they're just going to communicate in Portuguese for the time being. Although there are players joining them as well. Having a look, looking to exploit the B bomb site, and they may do well because there are 3 players on short for Dignitas. I think they might be boosting onto the roof there, but the point is the rotation will be long if G2 continue to the B bomb site here, if they get this opening frag onto MSL.
So Fox is looking to get the entry, although he's going to be flashed back actually, allowing all of his teammates to go first now. No, he's back in there, and Dignitas are making their way back around. But this should be really strong, these engagements that are possible for G2. You would expect them to have a very large advantage now, especially being a man up helps massively. In goes Dignitas from CT spawn, all 3 players, but they're slowly being picked off here. Have busted open the construction area, which is a good kind of place to retake a site from, but Sonic just cannot hold on here by himself, and G2 will finish off the round. So forcing an eco from Dignitas. Eco? Are they going to eco? They should eco. Okay, good. Because I don't know any more checks. Don't know. Just don't know. It's hard to predict.
So let's see what G2 come out with. Maikelele and Joakim appear to be going for the charge. Not even bothering with the SMGs, it seems. Just going to be content going with the Tech 9s. You can see Maikelele had $4,000 in the bank there. So I think they're just maybe playing a bit of a safety game. Unless one of them is saving from naught. But with Joakim on a Tech 9 as well. leads me to believe that they're just going for a conservative play, and there we go. Jakim's going to get wrecked over towards the B bomb site, but the damage has been done towards A.
Yeah, I mean, one cool thing about the Tech 9s is that, in the face of the SMGs, in the comparison there, is that at least it does have the key component, which is running, like being able to, you can use it whilst running.
Moving accuracy.
So that's the important part on a play like this. And it's just Kjaerbye left now, and he's up against 4 players. You got rifles. He'll take down one. He's found the weak one. He's got a Tech 9 now. Wow, he's getting extra damage in here, but he will be eliminated after all. And G2 will be on 12 rounds to the 8 of Dignitas. They look like they're generating some momentum here, but it is this round that will be one of the more important ones, as the buy from Dignitas is certainly going to be a lot stronger. But they don't have any incendiaries, and they only have 1 kid as well. This could end up being a problem.
Well, we will see if Dignitas will struggle, as G2 did. That cast smoke coming in from CT spawn should give them a good hold of Banana for now. But you can see still passive angles being held by G2, just taking pot shots through the smoke. There are 2 people approaching A around the apps around the mid area. And you can see there's a double arch play from the CTs in that direction. MSL playing up close with no support from his team, apart from the flashbangs. That flash will serve him 1 kill and a bit of information. G2 looking for revenge, will be stuck behind the smoke, so it's worked out good so far for Dignitas.
Yeah, it really has. It's rediverted G2 to the middle. But that's kind of expected by Dignitas when they put that deep smoke down. So Dignitas should be more than ready for what is potentially coming for them. There's a smoke as well. RUBINO is going to go close and see if he can get some damage in. Now jkaem will try to open things up from the quad side, and Zonic is going to be the man to take the first frag, helping out RUBINO there in the back, and things looking very cramped here. You can see G2, they've got all of, well, 100 units of space to work with. aizy will at least kill the player in pit, and that's going to open up some extra added breathing room here. aizy's not stopping, 3 in a row there. Beautiful stuff from aizy. MSL though is bringing it back, but 1 versus 1 against Kjaerbye is not going to go the way of G2. Maikelele just did not know where he was. And there is a round back for Dignitas, but can they keep the ball rolling?
And will G2 force it up? It looks like they will then.
jkaem's almost on the 30 bomb.
Well, Maikelele has gone to the bank a bit more than his teammates, but yeah, I mean, they'll know that Dignitas have had 1 player survive that, so if they can, it's worth them spending the money here when they've got a 3-round lead to try and break the CT economy. If they win this round, then perhaps that will allow them to take the entire map. We'll have to see. They're playing up close, and the position from Maikelele will tell that they're going to go for the pop flash play. Numbers advantage, they're all coming up, but which way will they go? Starting to take control of CT spawn. The rotation's coming in. There's no split to be had here, and they're going to lose the first frag. Now, what is the play? Looks like they're going to commit to going towards B, but they are running out of numbers to do it with. Both players now split up. aizy picks up a mag 7, but Mutera still needs to make it to the site. He's up against MSL's AWP as well, going for the dirty plot. They're getting it just in time. Still alive. aizy coming in with a flank now, and everything changes. 2 versus 2.
aizy versus 2. There's the first one. Pulls out the Tech 9. This is a hard fight. One that he's not going to find an answer for. Config will take it, but that's a lot of damage, to be fair, and the bomb down. So they're going to force it up again. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're going to force it up here. As you mentioned, they're just going to completely cripple Dignitas if they win. That said, they are running out of rounds as a buffer. 2 more in Dignitas time of the match, and well, it's not even much of a force. They had plenty of money with the bomb plant, so Dignitas are in a lot of trouble here because they're gonna have to spend every single penny. And so if they do get reset, you should expect a 14-10 from G2.
Well, we will see. The AWP is saved for Dignitas. MSL will be continuing with that. Kjærbye down to the FAMAS, but they've got a lot of nades, have the Dignitas side. Again, going for a 2-arch play with config on the balcony. 2 towards B. MSL holding a similar angle to Fox. And G2 holding a passive angle towards Banana.
Yeah, so Dignitas just playing a passive opening, really. And 2-arch side early in the round does allow you faster rotation timing if the aggression is on B. But we don't see that from G2. So you'd expect to see one of these 2 players. I mean, they can keep that position as well, because you can attack through smokes quite well with 2 players here, but it is risky. Are they going to do it? Oh, jumping over the smoke. Sneaky stuff. Spotted here. There is going to be tracer fire. Can they see these players? Almost. Lots of damage done to G2. And they're going to take it a little bit more slowly after finding the frag. Players getting low for both teams. in this 4 versus 4.
G2 quite spread out with 35 seconds left, and aizy's got 2 frags onto the A site. There should be a rotation from the bomb here, and indeed they're going to make that decision with Muterus deep into B. So Dignitas getting annihilated everywhere. MSL, oh, he's got a missed a shot. You got to hate it when that happens.
How is aizy so good right now? Like, aizy is significantly powerful with the with anything. Over 9,000, James. aizy's power level.
Boom.
He's got to have more than 30 frags by now. He's got to have at least 30 aizy. Oh no, so it was jkaem. Oh, okay, it was jkaem. That was on 27. So jkaem's not got much done in some previous rounds, but that's I think the second time that aizy single-handedly killed multiple opponents on the A site.
He cleared the entire site on his own.
Yes.
As a fake.
Yeah, he just.
Sorry guys, everyone's dead here, so you're gonna have to rotate the bomb back.
Sorry guys, I messed up the fake.
Yeah. Sorry guys, didn't die. In fact, I killed everyone. Ooh, Fox, better be careful here.
Oh,
you can see, if he had thrown, well, he's not close enough. Oh, and he can't even fire a shot. Muterus, how many can he get? 2. And the bomb's down as well. But I don't think they're going to have... Oh, the odds of that. What is that Molotov? That is ridiculous. And the CT's going to try and push down with it. I've never even seen that. 2 versus 1. Kjaerbye still got a USP and no armor. And he is going to get another frag and pick up an AWP, Dan, and smoke off the bomb.
This is something else, isn't it? It's something special. Oh, he's going to do it. Yeah, he's going in. Oh, he's blind. Which way is he looking? Oh, he's going to die. James, this round was ridiculous.
That Molotov. I've never seen a Moi like that in a professional match. In a professional match. Oh, you want to Molotov this side? Why don't I just go up here?
Let me just Molotov the...
Let me just ruin your round and maybe your career.
Oh dear. I've seen some crazy smokes. There's one that's like that when you're trying to doing a run smoke from B storage on cache into the B bomb site. That does that. Like you can throw it on the floor and it will bounce back at you, which is quite funny. But yeah, that was an interesting situation. Anyway, looks like we'll have a frags going the way of Dignitas here as they defend apartments from G2, and they're also playing aggressively on Banana, so they could actually, if they choose to be aggressive, they could quickly sandwich G2, but having a man advantage, they're going to opt to play passively here, as they do know that G2 are moving towards A, so they can play a 3 versus 3 on the A bomb site with a nice defensive setup, and we'll see Maikelele first of all testing that, so they will confirm that the bomb is still in that location, and that's going to also give Config an opportunity to have a duel, and he's going to win it, so it's hard work here for G2 to get in this site.
Yeah, and they don't have much life left, the final G2 players, and we can see Kjaerbye's over towards the tree position on Banana at the moment. We'll see if he chooses to go for a flank a bit later on, but they are lacking a bit of information at the moment, the CTs. G2 could actually walk through towards B here, because, well, they need to try and identify where the second CT is, which site he's on, essentially. Although Maikelele's position is a long one to get back into the site. Ooh. Oh, this is absurd. Could he even go for the knife? Oh, he's going to get the frag onto RUBINO. Sees one in pit, and down Config goes as well. So they've made it work here. 2 versus 1. Rotation coming in quickly, but the bomb's been lost, actually. The kill did come in on the site. So we're in the 1 versus 1 now, and Maikelele won't have time to escape the site itself. Ooh, his head's going to be shown to Kjaerbye now, and he's going to get the frag. Oh, how did they just do that?
I don't know. Was that like I think that might even have been kind of almost a one-way smoke-ish situation, because Maikelele looked very covered from the perspective of the CT. But that's kind of ridiculous. 15-10, this has been a very odd match, an anomalous match.
This is the most bizarre match of Inferno I've ever seen.
It is really strange. So, let's have a look and see how it will conclude. We do have a big push from the G2 side. They're just moving up with every single player on Banana. Big contact play, quick trade. This is going to be tough for Dignitas to stop because of the fast first entry. MSL's going to smoke himself off. He's going to back away and give up his position. This is not a good look here for MSL, dancing around the fountain. He'll get a bit of damage in, but not the frag. So you'd expect G2 to look really good here.
Yeah, that's a similar smoke to the one Steel used to do on iBuyPower. A bit deeper towards the stairs. So you could take people out as they move onto the site. There we go. Config jumps and takes down Maikelele. Trades for both people. And G2 didn't have much health left, and they will get cleared out. Fox and aizy had like 10 HP each, and they just both got wrecked.
I just looked away at my notepad to remind myself of the second map. I looked back to the monitor. And Dignitas have won the round. What is this? What is this, James?
Look at this.
Alright, well, still it's going to be match point for G2, and they did get the bomb down as well, so that will bolster their economy and provide a boon into this round as far as their buy is concerned, as they opt to go for the Force. And I think there's a lot of people that would just fully eco in this round, because you're thinking of how can I get the most buy rounds in as possible to just win the map. But hey, it's G2, they are nuts right now. Maikelele is looking for the 1Ds down middle, but he's not going to find it. So a presence in apartments, and it's going to be removed by Fox. So G2 with a way into the apartments and potentially the middle and A bomb side area, but Config is going to step up just for a moment to take a frag before towards apartments before falling back. And there's 3 players here for Dignitas, so their rotation looks good in this position. G2 in a horrible spot.
Oh, that's a quick clean up now. Jacobs picks up the AK and he's the only one left. This is not necessarily a good thing for Dignitas. He's the shadow but cannot get the frag. Now trying to move out of mid and get his expectation towards Arch, but it won't work out for him. So Dignitas get another round on the board. So the 1 AK buy didn't work out for G2. We'll see what they consider, what they choose to do here. Going to go for the big buy here. Fox going to be on the Tech 9, rest of them on the AKs. Minimal flashbangs, minimal nades altogether. So we could expect a fast play here from G2. Again, you might go for a pop flash up top banana, for example. We'll have to see. There is some aggression coming in from the CTs. So it could be a bit of a fast duel here. aizy naded down to 2 HP. And he cannot face that fire.
Yeah, they can't run through the fire, so they're just getting completely annihilated. There's no trades possible. So this banana aggression, it almost feels like a desperate attempt to finish off the game a little bit prematurely at this point, as Dignitas easily defend it. Well, they do have all the players of Dignitas huddling around that bomb. They're all in one spot. All of them. Config sitting defensively in CT spawn. So this looks pretty hopeless. And indeed, for Maikelele, he's going to get silenced in the end. So 15-13, Dignitas 2 away from overtime. G2 need a save. They must really save in this round. If they save in this round, they'll have $2,900 on top, I believe.
They'll have more money, Dan.
I think that's the bonus that they're on now, so without checking the rounds lost. Yeah, that is correct. So they're going to be on between 5k and 5,500, something like that. So their next buy is going to be really sick, but they don't have any more chances to win the match. They'll have to go to overtime, potentially, is the best case if they lose that one.
Alrighty. Full P250s. It's been a long time since I've seen 5 P250s altogether on one team. A full P250 buy. With the one flash has been executed, and they are up top mid with nobody to engage. Dignitas playing the long-range game. It's working out for them so far. Zonic getting 2 frags. MSL going down elsewhere, but the bomb has made it into CT spawn now. This is getting awkward because Kjaerbye is the only one here, and Maikelele's picked up an M4. Going to try and stop the push from the Dignitas players, but he's starting to rotate as well now. So can Kjaerbye hold things down and stop a plant from coming in here?
Yeah, you got Maikelele up here as well on the trellis, and he's going to actually find himself a quick kill. So that's going to slow down rotation from A, but it's not going to matter. His teammates can't get the plant on the site. So that's the end of that story. 3 players did die though, which is kind of nice, but doesn't really matter too much. They just need the round win at this point to win the map. They will have, again, the strong buy, as indicated previously, and can they get it done? With all the toys at their disposal, but we do have a lot of incendiaries here for Dignitas. I just hope they don't do 5-man rush up.
Can I see the money quickly? Maikelele had money to buy Tech 9 then. He's got a Glock. Will that make the difference? Well, never forget to buy the pistols on the last round.
If you can afford it. Oh, the timing there. The timing. Maikelele. Oh no! Oh, I don't believe it happened. But it did. The knife comes out. And that's 2 players dead on the B side of the map for the CT side. You can see a reaction which is going to stretch them and their defense very thinly indeed, as we'll have the bomb creeping its way back towards the A side of the map here for G2. They realize no matter where they go, as long as they stick together with at least 3 players, they will have a massive man advantage going into more or less any engagement that they can find realistically. So,
well, at some point Dignitas might choose to try and find out some information, because you can see that B player is in a very precarious position. That's a 1 frag position, Dan.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And in fact, everybody's going towards B here for Dignitas. They must be convinced at this point that they're all on banana, but Encoffey is going to confirm that that's not the case. Maikelele with this distraction play, and now they're going to be left feeling very awkward and very embarrassed. The bomb is now down on the A site. They've got to go for a crazy retake. Look at all the time that G2 have had to put themselves in strong positions.
This reminds me of Complexity versus Very games. On the plus side, all the players here have defuse kits at least. Even the players are wondering what the hell's going on at this point. Going through the flames now. 2 players getting taken down, RUBINO versus 3, and that's not going to work out either. 16-14, it is taken by G2 on Inferno after a bit of a rough start.
Yeah, absolutely. So now we're going to be going towards cash, and I would always expect G2 to have an advantage going into a map like this, because it's very, very friendly. If you want to just force situations, if you want to find or guarantee aim battles, it's hard for the other side to really deny them. So it's going to lend quite well to their play style, which at the moment seems kind of crazy, a bit more crazy than you would usually expect.
I agree.
That Inferno match was probably definitely the weirdest Inferno match I've seen in the last couple months, for sure.
Yep.
All right, well, I guess we'll go to a quick break, guys, and then we'll be back with the second map between these two teams here for StarSeries. It will be cash.